I get asked this question a lot. I get it asked in the YouTube comments, Discord, email, and on my lives. Which app do I use and which app do I recommend? The answer to that is simple. Driving Test Success, otherwise known as the 4-in-1 app. That's the one I would recommend. I'm not sponsored by them in any shape or form. I've got nothing to do with them. If they want to sponsor my videos, I will happily accept it. But on a serious note, that's the app that I use. I've been using it for years and years and years, and especially for the last 10 years when I started to do the intensive courses in the classroom, studying the theory side. That's the one I use. It's just simple, clean, and very clear and concise for me. So I'm going to actually show you the two popular apps out there, the Driving Test Success app and the DVSA app, which is the people that set the questions. But I'm going to let you into a little secret before I show you the apps side by side. So just come here quickly. Let me just get a little bit closer. Guess what? It doesn't matter what app you use because they're both pretty much the same. As long as the apps are licensed by the DVSA and as long as you're paying for it for nothing. Obviously, if you go for the free version, it's stripped back. So it doesn't matter what app, they're pretty much the same. And I'm going to show you that. And I'm going to show you something as well a little bit like just to improve. They're pretty much the same. So you just have to choose the best app for you. I'm not saying the Driving Test Success app is the best. I'm saying it's the one I use and I get the best results from it from my classroom. So let me just jump onto my iPhone and iPad and show you the app side by side. So as you can see in the middle, I've got the Driving Test Success app on my phone. And on the right hand side, I've got the DVSA official practice app on my iPad. So let me just show you the Driving Test Success app first. So if I scroll, you see the video section, you've got all categories, so you can do all the questions. I always say do the individual categories one by one to make sure you fully understand it. So you've got the video section at the top, then the alertness, attitude, documents, hazard awareness, and so on and so on. And I'm going to keep scrolling. And if you actually play this back and count the categories, it's 15 categories, 14 categories individually. And then you've got the video categories, which is your case studies. As I mentioned before in my previous videos, study each category in turn to make sure you fully understand the question and fully understand the answer. And you're going to expose yourself to all 774 questions. Now, let me go to the DVSA app and scroll through there. Again, if you look at their one, you've got attitude, alertness, attitude, safety in your vehicle, safety margin, hazard awareness, and again, goes on, and it's 15 categories as well. They got their video clips at the bottom. Take note, the video clips is 27, and if you look at the the Driving Test Success one, it's 27 videos. Technically, it's identical because it's licensed product. It's got to be laid out in the same way. It's just how the company wants to pull it together as a package. So that's what I would recommend you do, is download one of these two apps. Just choose which one you feel is the best. But if you watch my channel and you're taking part in Discord, I would do the Driving Test Success app because I can give you the full details because I know where things are on that particular app. So let me just show you something quickly before I come out of this. If you look at road and traffic signs on the Driving Test Success app in the middle, 133 questions. Let me find road and traffic signs here on the DVSA one, 133 questions, because that's the biggest category in the theory test. If you don't know, your theory test of 50 questions is made up of the 14 categories. You're going to get questions from each individual categories to make up your 50. And these are sampled questions. These two apps are licensed, sampled questions. You guys still think it's the real questions that you're going to be facing in the real test. And some of you are still memorizing it. It's not the real questions. They're sampled questions. So when you go for the real test, the questions may be worded slightly differently, and it's going to be questions that you never come across before, because at DVSA, the real test, have about 1,000 questions, 1,200 questions to choose from in the database. There's only 700. Let me just quickly show you. If you look at the top all categories, there's 774 questions on the sampled app questions. Now, let me just show you something quickly. Let me come out of this and I'll show you something really quickly. In recent months, I have become licensed by the DVSA, and I've been working for the last 2 to 3 months in putting a course together, it's a membership course together to help you guys pass your theory test. So I'm going to show you the back end of the course because it's not completed yet. When it's completed, I will do a video to release it out so you can see the back end and how it works and how the whole package works, because there's going to be Zoom training in there as well. But I won't go into too much detail. Let me just show you my license stuff from the DVSA. So my course is called Theory Test Made Simple. It's really simple. I'm literally holding your hand through every single category, and I'm even giving you my foundation that I do in the classroom. When I say foundation, Theory Foundation, it's the slides I use in the classroom for my students. So if you look at my course, alertness, attitude, documents, hazard awareness, it's laid out no differently from the two apps you saw, because like I said, I have access to those license questions. My questions are the same questions in the app. The difference with mine, I'm literally going to explain every single question, every single answer, and there's even a quiz at end of each category. So I repeat, it doesn't matter what app you use as long as it's licensed and it's paid for. So that's the questions. Like I said, it's got to be laid out similarly to each app because it's licensed. There's certain rules that we have to follow, hence why mine is done similar. Also, the videos, believe it or not, are licensed. So let me show you. So the driving test success app is in the middle. The DVSA is on the right. See it? Similar, same video. I'm going to try to run it side by side. Just give me a sec. Same video, hazards in the same place. Again, it doesn't make a difference in which app you use. Choose an app that's best for you. I will repeat and go on record. I'm not saying Driving Test Success is the best app. It's the app that I use. I can only recommend what I know and get success from. So as you can see, it's the same videos. All the videos are licensed by the DVSA. These videos won't be coming on the real test, and you'll have a combination of CGI videos, and these ones are real life clip videos. When you go for the test, when you do it for real, all the videos are CGI. And like I said, there will be different videos, not the ones on the app, just like the questions may be slightly different. So let me just quickly explain and give you a bit more context on why I really like the Driving Test Success app. For me, it's laid out very clear and concise, and it's visual for me personally with the colors, the green and the white. Because I've got suffered from dyslexia, so it makes things and the words stand out a lot clearer to me. That's the reason why one of the reasons why I like it so much. Also, it's broken the categories down. And I've always said in my recent videos as well, study each category. Make sure you expose yourself to all 774 questions. So if you look at all categories, it's 774. Expose yourself by doing each category and do it in turn. So the order it comes in, alertness, attitude, documents, and so on and so on, because it's laid out in a logical order. And one of the reasons why I like it so much, let me just do road and traffic signs, for example. You can change the questions. So on my study practice makes you better series, this is how I did it. It was 30 questions. I literally just picked 30 questions and went from there. If you've got a short attention span and you struggle to take in information at once, do it in small bite-sized chunks. My course is done in small bite-sized chunks because it's there for you to retain information. And then you can work your way up to 20 questions, 30 questions as you go through all the categories, and eventually do all questions if you want to do that way. But expose yourself to each category. So once you've done that, you can start. Once you start, you can obviously answer the questions. What I like about this as well, you can enlarge the image. So if there's a bit more detail in the image, you can enlarge it, get the information required, and then scale it back down and go from there. It's also got voiceover. You can click the voiceover. You can't hear it from my system at the moment. So you have the voiceover. So if you have learning disabilities in terms of reading, you can have it read through. You can play it out loud, and you can all plug in your headphones. When you go for the real test, there's headphones there. So you can obviously put the headphones on if you don't need a reader. One of the other reasons, flag any questions you're not sure of, flag it, move on. And then when you finish the test, for example, you can go back to the flagged ones and the flagged ones only. So when you finish the test, go back to your flagged ones, and then you can
What
review.
does this sign mean?
If you want to change your answer, you can
End
change
of
your
motorway.
answer. And then obviously
Lane ends
unflag.
ahead.
Another thing I like about it as well,
End of
when you're studying
restriction.
on the app, if there's
Free
any
recovery
questions
ends.
that you may be struggling with, you can always heart it, save it, and then do some more research on that particular question and on that particular answer. And then when you finish the whole test, it gives you the chance to review the incorrect ones only. And then you can go through and obviously
What does this sign mean?
And so on
You're
and so on. So
what does this sign mean?
It isolates any
tunnel ahead,
questions that you may be struggling in.
Low bridge ahead,
manner for you to find that.
Traffic danger spot ahead,
spend time on your
ancient
wrong
monument
answers.
ahead.
So always review your wrong answers. Work out what your strong categories are and what your weak categories are.
A police car is following,
and that's how you're going to improve on that. So that's the main reasons why I like it, and that's why the pupils love it as well. So hopefully that clears that up, why I like the driving test success app. I will repeat, I'm not sponsored by them, so I'm not saying it because they are paying me in any shape or form. I'm saying it because I generally use that. All our iPads in the classroom are set up with the app, so the students get to use it. I use it on my lives. I use it in my videos. I use it basically everywhere. I've got it on my phone. I've got it on my iPad. I just love the app because it's clear, simple, and my pass rate in the classroom is extremely high. It's in the high 90s. So I live and die by it. So hopefully that helps you out. If you are studying along with me in the Study With Me series and the Practice Makes You Better series, if you're in Discord, download the app, because if there's any issues with it, I can help you out straight away with the driving. With the DVSA one, I don't know where the bits and pieces are, so I can't really help you out with that. But choose the app that's best for you and your learning style. As I said, it's clear and concise for me. That's the reason why it helps me out a lot, as I'm a visual person. So hopefully you got some benefit from that. Like, comment, definitely comment below. Let me know your thoughts on which app is best for you and what you thought about this video. And definitely subscribe to the channel to help it grow and help other people find it so they can pass their theory test. YouTube's going to show you a video here. I'm going to show you a video here. Go off and watch which one's relevant to you. And I'll catch you in the next video.